Hi, everyone. This is Caroline Speaks, the State of Our World, on Sunday, May 22nd, 2022. So, what is it? Good, bad, and different, all three. The coronavirus is out there still. People are still getting the virus each day, going to the hospital for treatment each day, and some are dying from this virus. So, you have to do what you can to protect yourself and others. Okay, we are May 22nd. Memorial Day is coming up, and then July 4th, and time marches on pretty quickly. Um, okay. Now, I remember when I was a kid, and the summertime, um, we would be out there just hanging out and playing games and playing card games and complaining about we didn't have that much to do sometimes, when school was out and we were home. But we had, and time seemed to go very slowly. Now, as I get older, time seems to go a lot faster. Okay. Okay. Now, we know we had this terrible massacre in Buffalo, New York last weekend. It was a week ago yesterday. And people are still complaining. People don't want to associate with those who are not like them. We have one world, one place for all of us to live. We have I've heard about 6 billion people living in the world currently on Earth. And we have a lot of people who are not getting all the food they need, the health care they need, or the education they need because everything's tied up in bureaucracy. Money. We have things controlled by people who shouldn't be controlling them. For instance, food. We have these big mega um, agricultural companies that are destroying individual farmers, and we have processing companies for food. They're destroying people's lives because, like Tyson, uh, other meat packing companies. They refused to give people time off when they got sick from the virus, and also kept them living in dangerous, working in dangerous conditions close together, and didn't give them any benefits: personal protective equipment, masks, vaccines, all kinds of stuff. And then we have the hedge fund people. They invest in all kinds of things, and they're removed from the everyday goings on of, life and companies of individual everyday people. So we really have to do something about changing that. Everyone who's a citizen has the right to vote, and we have states throughout the country that are trying to make it harder for people to vote if they don't think those people will vote their way. We also have states that will not provide health care for people or access to health care for people, who will not provide access to food for people who can't afford food, will not provide access to housing for food who can't afford housing. So we have a tremendous homeless population. And then we have something else going on. We have pollution that is all kinds of pollution that is ravaging Earth and all wildlife. So I just don't get it. But we have big problems in this world. We have to solve them. Now, um, Republicans claim that abortion is murder. We shouldn't allow abortion under any circumstances. However, due to the pandemic and all kinds of things, this baby formula, a specialized formula for babies who cannot tolerate normal formula and milk. And there's a shortage of that because Abbott, the company that produced a lot of it, they had a contamination situation and they had to voluntarily recall their products. And we had a vote in Congress and the House of Representatives to provide um, money for baby formula for people And all the Republicans, I believe, voted against that. We also have a gas price gouging going on in the country. And the House passed some legislation to take action against price gouging by oil companies. No Republicans voted for that. So they're complaining about the gas prices and blaming President Biden when they're letting it happen. They're complaining about the lack of the baby formula and they won't contribute, and they're blaming President Biden about that. They won't do anything to help the situation. So I don't know. Um, I don't understand the psyche of these people, but they keep getting elected, and elections are um, not easy to manage if you have people who complain, for instance, that Trump did not lose the election in 2020. They're called election deniers. Okay, so we live in a very 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 weird world. We had some big problems with gun violence, like the last weekend, the murder of 10 people at a grocery store in Buffalo. And that same weekend, we had the murder of someone at a Taiwanese church in California. So we have lots of problems to deal with. We have to do something. They're not going to go away on their own. Okay. How about a little bit of music? Uh, okay. Okay. Life is worth living if you give it a chance. So don't give up and don't give into despair. There are so many creatures who God has created who would love to have a chance at life. And that can be a purpose to help them to live a good life. Life is worth giving if you give. Life is worth living if you give it a chance. Perhaps you need a new outlook on life or new friends. And remember, life is worth living. Seek help if you are having some problems because life is worth living if you give it a chance. Okay, thank you for tuning in this evening of Sunday, May 22nd, 2022, for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks State of Her World. I hope you join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, take care of yourself and others, wear a mask, practice social distancing. When the vaccine is available for you and safe for you to take it, I would take it. Had mine, Johnson one shot. Now I've been looking around for a booster. I had two sore arms and I was tired for weeks and I was fine. Okay. Take care of yourself and others. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. On Sunday, May 22nd, 2022. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.